Today's engineering education in China has improved a lot in recent decades. We have the world's top engineering universities: Peking University and Tsinghua University. By the year of 2009, China's total spending on education had reached $260 billion, increasing 329% compared with that in 2000. Also, some new majors have been introduced, like environmental science, new material, energy conservation, and so on. Although Chinese engineering education has an obvious progress compared with decades ago, the disadvantages of it should not be ignored.
I think the shortcoming of engineering education in China is its emphasis of courses. In China, we mainly focus on theoretical knowledge, but seldom pay attention to practice, such as experiment or industrial internship. So, after they graduate, students usually do not know how to put their background knowledge into practice.
Well, I think there are a couple of drawbacks of engineering education in China. For example, students would just focus on the scores of examinations, but not the practical skills. As a result, students would be able to address academic problems, but not the practical issues.
Most engineering students in China much more focus on academic courses instead of practical experience and social disciplines.
All the engineering students I interviewed share the similar opinion. The disadvantage of Chinese engineering education is short of practice training. How do professors think about the defects in Chinese engineering education?
First of all, I have to say that I graduated over 25 years ago. The engineering education in China at that time is quite different from what is going on now. Okay? And but there are some similarities. For example, that one of the area may need some improvement is softer skills.
Yes.
For example, that communication skills, presentation skills, and how to deal with people. Chinese education in engineering tend to be more focused on subject matters.
Yes.
And they tend to offer very solid foundations in, for example, mathematics, physics.
Yes.
And what is lacking, I think, is the area of social science.
Social science.
The psychologies and how to deal with people, how to organize things. So that's area I think need improvement.
The professor believes that the Chinese engineering education lacks soft skill training. But how about practical experience? My father also graduated from engineering school many years ago. At their time, they have many opportunities to work in the factory. But now we have too many engineering students. We don't have enough opportunity to work like our father's generation.
Yeah, maybe that's one area maybe need to be changed back in terms of practical experience, engineering experience. I agree with you that for engineering students and hands-on and practical experience extremely important so that you have a sense of skills and a sense of dimensions. Okay? Without actually looking and touching things, it's very hard to build
Yes.
those of a sense of a scale and the size.
Yes, we need to bridge the gap between the practical skills and theoretical knowledge.
That's right. No doubt about that. But as I said, that probably 25 years ago, the Chinese engineering schools were doing better job in that regard.
Yes. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank
You're
you for your
welcome.
time.
Bye.
The professor emphasizes the significance of practical experience. Although in their generation, engineering education in China didn't lack that. Therefore, in terms of practical skills training, educational system in 20 years ago may be superior. Compared with decades ago, current Chinese engineering education has made brilliant achievements. Even so, more efforts are required to deal with lack of practice training and soft skill training.